Hi, I'm Trevor from McVay Physical Therapy.
I'm Tim from McVay Physical Therapy. We're going to show you some tips and tricks to lifting leaves with the proper biomechanical form to not injure your back.
Yeah, I'm going to go over a couple different things like, raking the leaves, putting them into the bag, and, carrying them to wherever they may be going. Doing all these things without hurting ourselves.
So we're going to show you some do's and don'ts to lifting, emphasizing the do's, not the don'ts.
Yeah, all right. So first we're going to go over raking the leaves into a pile. So the most important tip I have for you during this and throughout all the different techniques we're going to show you is keeping a nice straight back, avoiding bending and twisting motions, because those are the motions that tend to hurt people more than anything. So what you're going to do, take a nice wide stance, almost like you're going to do a lunge. You're going to do most of the work with your legs and your shoulders. So you're going to bend forward, putting the rake where you want it to go, using your legs and your shoulders to bring the leaves towards you. And then just adjusting your position as you go. Common mistake that most people do is they just want to get it done, so they're just, bending and twisting, and that's what's gonna hurt.
So now that we have our nicely raked pile of leaves, we're going to demonstrate how to pick up the pile of leaves and put them in the bag, or we're going to show you how to scoop the leaves from a kneeling position into the bag without injuring your back or putting in your back in a harmful position. So most people have the recyclable vanilla bags that stand up on their own. We don't have one here today, so we're going to demonstrate with the bag that we have. So the first step that we can go over is the squat form to pick up a pile of leaves. So what we're going to start is put the rake at one end of the pile of leaves. Squat all the way down, keeping the back nice and straight, bending at the knees and hips, picking up the pile of leaves, standing up, maintaining the flat back, going over to your bag, and dumping the leaves in without bending too far forward at the waist. So the next technique we're going to show you is scooping the leaves into the bag from a kneeling position. So now that you have your pile of leaves, you're going to maintain the flat back, kneel down until your knee is touching the ground, and what we're going to do is maintain the flat back, scoop the leaves either with the rake or with your hand into the bag. Motions that you want to avoid, which are bad, are leaning way forward and scooping the leaves in with big rotations of the back. What you want to do is maintain the flat back, scoop in without extending far out with your arms.
Another common method people like to use is to rake the leaves onto a tarp, and then from there drag or carry the tarp to wherever it needs to go. So we're just going to demonstrate with the same bag that we had before. Before you start with the tarp, I would recommend tying a rope to each end of the tarp. That way, when you have everything on there, it's easier to grab. You're not bending down as far, and it just makes it much easier to manage. So what you're going to do is rake the leaves onto the tarp just like we were before. So raking the leaves onto it. And from there, using the same squatting technique that Tim demonstrated before, bending down, grabbing it from each corner, or the ropes if you have the ropes, which I would recommend. And then from there, if you have the ropes, you could drag the tarp across the lawn. Another method that you could use is bending down if the pile's not too big, and keeping a nice straight back while you do so, lifting the tarp up or the bag up and carrying it from there wherever you need to go. You can also utilize a wheelbarrow or something with wheels also, which would make it easier on everybody.
And if you have another set of hands to put the tarp down, you can have each person grab a corner of the tarp. So Trevor will grab that corner and I'll grab this corner, so we're both going to squat down with the flat back, pick up, go up together, and then we can help each other out by carrying it to where we need to bring it.